Hey guys, 2023 is almost at an end, so let's discuss what are some changes that are going to be coming up in 2024 for the book path. Hey guys, if you're new here, welcome to the book path. I'm Nicole, and if this isn't your first rodeo, thanks for sticking around. So like I just said, 2023 is almost at an end, and it's time to kind of discuss some of the changes that are going to be happening with this channel in the year to come. I feel like this year was a lot more learning involved, a lot more kind of figuring things out and seeing what I wanted to kind of do going forward and make some kind of changes and kind of streamline some of the things a little bit, because I felt like with 2023, I hadn't been reaching a lot of the goals that I wanted to on a monthly basis, whether it was not reading all the books that I had set out to read that month. I did fall into kind of reading slumps, but it was, we had a lot going on as well. So just trying to figure out how to manage that going forward, as well as increasing like my knowledge of, video editing, putting things together, starting to feel more comfortable in doing the videos, because it is hard to sit here and talk to a camera without getting nervous and trying to be on your best behavior. And because I'm very nice and polite on here, but in reality I am quite the sarcastic smartass, if you know me. So there may be now that I'm getting a little bit more comfortable with doing this, there might be snippets of that start coming through, and you guys might start seeing my more sarcastic, crazier self come out in the years to come. So be forewarned, I guess. But anyway, going forward into the next year, I still want to kind of keep the same goal. I do want to try again to read 100 books. I did do that in 2022. As of this point, I am short of doing that in 2023. Don't know if I'm going to do that. Probably not, but I will probably be close, which is going to be so aggravating to me. So I do want to keep the goal of 100 books. And I think with the plans that I want to tweak, I think it's going to be achievable for 2024. And my goal is to not only get the 100 books, but see how much I can pass it up by, because then maybe I can increase it for 2025 or going forward. So doing that, like I said, I want to be a little bit smarter about how I'm picking books each month to kind of meet that 100 book goal, because I want to start achieving a lot of these goals that I set out. With that being said, this kind of trickles down into like the readathons. So I had been trying to do a readathon every month, like just trying to be out there socially, learning about what was going on in, the book universe, book world. And I decided that what I'm going to do is, if a readathon, that I'm not aware of comes out and really kind of speaks to me, then I will join it and see what's going on. But for the most part, I'm going to kind of try to pull back a little bit from a lot of the readathons that I tried, that they were okay. And just kind of go with a lot of the ones that I've been just having a blast with. So things like Magical Readathon, of course, Pharaoh Feb, Bookoplathon, Polarthon are some of the ones that I've really been having a great time with doing. So I'm going to continue to do that. Of course, I'm going to try again to conquer Tropical Readathon, because vengeance will be mine, and that readathon will be conquered. And I think what I'm going to learn to do with that one is to just really pick some thin, like novella type books that meet the page requirements, but ones that I can get through really quickly, and go from there and see. We're going to try some different tactics this year with that one. But in doing so, in not trying to find readathons every month to participate in, this I think is going to free me up to be able to do other kinds of videos. So things like themed vlogs, I can start getting into things like that. Reviewing an entire series instead of a book here and a book there, which would be really great to do for both you and me, because there are some series that I want to get back into and I just haven't had a chance because of other readathons and the prompts didn't fit. So being able to do this would free up time to do that. And then also the idea that I've had is I've seen a lot of other people out there in the book community that create their own TBR games, like that they do on a monthly basis. Some do like a shoots and ladders type, others do like card games, things like that. And there are some that have actually like marketed and produced copies that you can go and get and use for yourself. And I'm thinking that in some of the months that I don't have a readathon, I want to try to have those and try those out and see if they're fun and see if they're kind of like, you know, worth recommending to you guys. And so some of those are things like I've seen a few TBR decks coming out on like Etsy, and so trying one of those out. And then I've also seen that Sarah Beth Allred, who has a channel on YouTube, is coming out with a game called Shrink the Shelf, and it's like a legitimate board game, and the thing looks awesome, and it looks like a lot of fun to try. So that will be one that once that game is released, I will probably be getting that one, and we'll see, you know, try it out on this channel and see how you guys like it, and see if I like it. So just being able to kind of branch out and do those types of different things instead of just constantly trying to find readathons every month to participate in, I think is going to add an element and just kind of do a little bit more fun. Also, as always, if you guys know of a readathon that I haven't participated in and you think I would like it, I mean, obviously anything with romantasy or spicy books, I would probably do well in. So if you know any of those, send them my way. We will give them a try and see what happens, because I do want to support a lot of the other people in this book community in what they're trying to do and be a part of the community. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to kind of doing. There's also a few monthly changes that I want to bring about on this channel. As you guys know, we have the challenge accepted jar that was kind of brought into play, I want to say August, September. And a few of you guys have given me some great recommendations. And basically what this book is I have my 40 for 440 videos that I had done. And obviously I didn't complete all that list. So I had started putting those in here to kind of challenge myself to do those books. Basically, pulling one book out and having like 2 months to accomplish it. And then I added to it by having you guys recommend to me, whether it be on the site formerly known as Twitter or Instagram, or here on this channel in the comments, sending me books that you guys recommend and putting some of your recommendations in here. Now, beforehand, they were all kind of like these shades of purple. So I did kind of change them up, and you can see the different colors, and that is what has kind of changed. So in here, these blue ones are basically the remnants of what has been left on my 40 before 40, the books that I had not gotten to finish. A lot of them are very chunky. The purple ones here are all the recommendations that I have been given across all the social media platforms. So if you guys do send them in, this will be the color that will be representing all of your picks. And then the new color that I have, if I can get it out of here, is this kind of like fluorescent-y, fuchsia-y, pinky color. And these are the books that, if you have watched my channel, you know I went to a kind of romance book conference, get-together, convention, whatever you want to call it, with local authors, indie authors. And there were a lot of really good books that came across my radar there. So I did a little research, made a list of the books that I did not buy, that I do want to read. So I was trying to figure out how to do those. And I do have a few of the series that I've bought and a few of the other books that I have video plans for separately. But in order to kind of tackle all of the others, I decided to add those to my challenge accepted jar and kind of give me a little bit of variety, so that I'm not just always thinking, oh my God, I'm going to pull one of these, 40 by 440, thick, chunky books that I'm going to need the 2 months to get through. Like, have a little bit of fun. So if you guys have recommendations, please do not hesitate to send them my way. I will add them to the jar. I know that other people do it with the Patreon. I'm not successful enough to have my Patreon yet. So, this is what we're going with now. But yes, I would be more than happy to add your recommendations into this jar and challenge accepted, and take them and read them and give my thoughts. And a lot of you guys, when you've been recommending me stuff, you're not far from the mark. Like you're recommending me some very interesting things. So thank you for that. Um, Other than that, the other thing that I'm thinking of starting is the Cocky Hero book series. This is a book series that was started by Penelope Ward and V. Keeland. I think they started it with like 5 books that they co-wrote together. And then it kind of just ballooned out. And so now you have all these different authors writing these books that I guess it takes place in this world. Like it's all the same city or state or whatever it is. And it's just different characters that exist and different romances and steamy romances that exist in this kind of universe. So I've read a few, when I've been looking at books, and some of them that have seemed really good, they always have this little Cocky Hero Club sticker on the cover. And I'm like, what is this? So I finally looked it up, and this is what I found out. And now I'm intrigued. There are a lot of books in this series. They don't really have to, I think the first 5 you need to read in order, the ones that are by Penelope Ward and V. Keeland. But after that, you can like read them in any order. That's my understanding anyways. But I think I'm going to tackle this and start doing like 1 book a month because they're romance reads. They're like, I think the average was about 350 pages. You know, they're traditional size, not huge, chunky, whatevers. And they just seem like fun. So I think I'm going to start that in January. We will, do that. That'll be part of the January T.B.R. video. And so if you guys want to join me in that, you can go ahead and Google the Cocky Hero book series. There's a whole bunch of information on it. I think Goodreads actually gives you the list of what you can find in that series and who it's been. Read the synopsis. If there's a book if you guys want to do that and there's a book that's speaking to you, I think we're going to tackle the first 5, like the canon 5 in order. But then after that, if there's a specific one that you guys are leaning more towards, let me know in the comments below and we'll go with that one. And we'll kind of have our own little like book club, read along, whatever, to go from there and just enjoy it. But other than that, that is basically a lot of the changes or my goals. I'm trying to keep them very mild because I've seen other videos where a lot of people who've been doing this longer than I have burnt themselves out, and I don't want to burn myself out. I love reading. That's kind of my escape and relaxation. So I don't want to burn myself out on what I find relaxing and enjoyable. So, but I want to keep it fun as well and not push myself to do some of the things that aren't fun because I think that's going to show in my videos and it's going to show to you guys, and I don't want that. So these are kind of the things that I felt were still within the realm of control while kind of still trying to explore and be adventurous and see what I can do and hopefully learn some more technology this year so I can maybe, start doing other things. I know that there is a small group of us, but I am grateful for every single one of you guys. But I am thinking that should we hit 100 subscribers, maybe do something. I mean, let me know in the comments below if you have any ideas what I should do once we hit 100. And then just take it from there. Like, is there something like, should I have goals at certain, like every 100, or should I do 100? And then should we hit 500, which would be amazing. Should there be something else? Like, should we like have our first live show? Should I do some reading sprints? Like, what are things that you guys would want to see, and go from there. So I hope you guys are all doing well. I hope you guys are excited about some of these changes and looking forward to the new 2024 reading year. And we will see what we can accomplish, what challenges we can accept, not just in the jar, but in the readathons, and just have a fun reading year next year. So with all that said, I hope you guys are doing well, staying warm, and looking forward, like I said, to the new year and hoping some good things come our way, right? Anyways, I hope you guys are having fun, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.